Hey Ruben, how's it going? Going pretty good, glad to hear it. Alright, I think my chat's now active, so I should be able to see that. Yep, almost 9,000 resets in to this Charmander hunt. And you don't have yours yet because I am taking all your luck. Clearly. That is the only explanation for that. Tech guy, why still trying? What the heck do you mean, why am I still trying? I haven't even been at this very long. Define why you're still trying. Are we talking to Ruben? I mean, I'd still be trying at 9,000, because why not? That's just the beginning for these kind of hunts. That's like the warm-up. I got my GameCube hooked back up to the stream here. It's pretty good. Although I didn't dig out my Game Boy Advance player disc. Glitz Kids channel, welcome. You saw this challenge and you came to help? You've been saving a week of shiny luck. Hey, that's what's up. How you doing, Glitch Kids? 1 week of shiny luck. It's a decent amount of shiny luck. I don't even remember how long I've actually officially been at this challenge, at least in terms of days. Hours, I've been at it roughly 35. I've taken Ruben's 3 weeks of shiny luck already, yes. Ruben started before me with the Charmander, invested more time than me in the totality of the run, and still has yet to find it. You like the 4 blue-nosed dudes at the bottom? pretty alright. They're just vibing. They like the tunes. They came for the music and stayed for the vibes. And look at them. They're just vibing. Oh, true that. Extra shiny luck never hurts none. We welcome it. I used a week and a half just on Deoxys. Listen, I used like 3 months worth of shiny luck on Deoxys. That was amazing. Fire red form. I think it's the attack form. I already had the form from Emerald, which I believe was the speed form, and then this one will be the defense form when we get to the end. Gonna take you another 2.5 months for your Charmander. There's a good chance. That's a realistic possibility. I could see that happening. I don't wish it upon you, but I could see it happening. Ooh, a duck trio. I'm actually getting kind of more and more concerned that when I do get my shiny, it's going to end up being a Doug trio. Oh, we're up to 412, eh? Nice. I love it. We're on our way. Van Slam, hello and welcome to today's stream. How have you been? You can now confirm that Deoxys and Fire Red are the attack form. Nice. I thought it was. $500 is indeed just around the corner. We'll get there. With a little pizzazz, a huge lack of singing, I think that'll get people to stay around. And then just countless Diglett encounters. It's gonna carry us to 500, I think. I feel like it should be Friday today. Like, it's felt like we've been one day behind the entire week. If I get that shiny Doug trio, I better make a short of it because I called it. I do think it's probably going to happen, honestly. Just because I will struggle to catch it. Your favorite Pokemon game. You like Emerald? I see you are a fellow Gen 3 fan. I prefer Pokemon Sapphire. Oddly enough, not a lot of people have that take. But I played way more Sapphire than I did Emerald, and they're basically the same game. But I don't know. For some reason, I prefer Sapphire to the special version of the game. You own all of Generation 3, as you should. Now, favorite Gen 3 starter, must be said. And Heart Gold. I prefer Lugia to Ho-Oh, but I always find myself playing Gold version. All right, I'm gonna try and slaughter this name. I feel like it's Digo Chris Degan. I mean, I don't know what that second word is. What's the difference between Doug Trio and what? Wug Trio. Oh, yeah, okay. I understand. Typing. I believe one's water ground. One's a mole and one's a worm. OMG. Just turned on Pokemon Emerald and you're right before the third gym. I think Watson is my least favorite gym leader in that game. Also, can we appreciate how for the first 4 generations of Pokemon, all of the gym leaders had their element somewhere in their name? I think with the exception of Sabrina and Whitney. And I think Claire is an exception. So I guess I should amend that to like almost all. Well, thank you, Dago Chris. At least I think I'm saying that right. It's either Dago or Digo. Because like I'm imagining it like Dago Ba. But it could be D. It's got double E's. We're getting ever closer to that 500 every single day. Like that's 3 today alone. And we'll get some freaking sweet emojis coming up here when that happens. And then the real grind begins. Can we get to 1,000? Knocking it out of the park. That's good though. We'll take it. One stream at a time. And again, it's just showing that a lot of it is just pure consistency. I think I've managed to stream every day at least once for about 3 weeks now. I feel like it's been the entirety of March, honestly. Hey, Marcus, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm pretty sure since Pokemon Presents, I've streamed like every day. It also just so happens that since Pokemon Presents, I've had a game that I've wanted to stream. You're getting rode up because you didn't call off in enough time for them to find somebody to cover you. By how many hours were you off? And like when, oh, because of the other day when they sent you home, or did they send you home, or did you just, hey, I can't go into work today because I'm sick? You got sent home, but today apparently you crashed and didn't wake up until after your shift was supposed to start because you're supposed to call off 3 hours before shift. Okay, I mean, that's fair. If they weren't expecting you to be gone today. That sucks, though. How long does the ride up stay attached to you? Oh, sometimes. Ruben, that's like every time. It's like, oh my gosh, get this toy out of my new box. I want the box. It's insane. We built a child fort out of my Umbreon box. From what you've been told, it's in your file at work until you leave? Dang. They a tough crowd, aren't they? Listen, once you cross McDonald's, you're always crossed. They'll send the McNinjas after you. got Pokemon Pokopia and have played Fire Red more. $20 game versus $70 game. $20 game wins. Easily. I've played Pokemon Pokopia quite a bit off stream. Like, that's my off stream game. Except for when I make videos for how to get Skip, Bloom, Jumpluff, and Hoppip in your town. Hey, Andrew, welcome, welcome. How you doing tonight? You love Pokemon. Found the right place then. I think we all share that sentiment here. If I may be so bold as to speak for the crowd. Of all of the Pokemon you love, what is the one that you love the most? Honestly, in some aspects, Palworld is better. But only because Pokemon paved the way. But in almost every other aspect, Pokemon's probably better. When you get this Charmander, you're going to give it a rest for a week to play some Pokopia. Not a bad plan, honestly. Scizor. Not a bad choice. That's pretty good. Scissor's alright. I like Scizor. Oh my gosh, I popped open YouTube so that I could set my like goal back up to 25 or something. And one of the things that it was advertising to me was something for Twin Star Exorcists from Crunchyroll. And it said opening 3. And I for sure thought that said season 3. And I got so excited and then just let down very harshly. What's Twin Star Exorcist? It's a really fun anime to watch. Okay, I know Robin Williams is deceased, and his family has asked people to stop with the Robin Williams AI type stuff. I just saw another added thing for Pokemon 2000 live action in being played by Robin Williams. And if that isn't like a perfect casting choice, I don't know what is. And unfortunately, it can never be a thing. But that was interesting. I'm actually having fun, despite the RBF that I probably have going on. I'm actually having fun. Yeah. Hopefully you all are as well. But Robin Williams was a great actor. Such a great actor. If he is in a movie, there is easily at least 3 tagline quotes that you can use in daily life. Such as, "Help is on the way, dear." You'll be back later. We'll see you later, Marcus. You love Mrs. Doubtfire. It's pretty great. I mean, if Marcus just dabbed out, then I think that we can officially find the shiny. Can you imagine, like, just the chaos that would ensue if that Diglett was a shiny just as I left? Joshua Prius, welcome. Smokeball Nest Trick? I mean, I got a flying type, so Arena Trap doesn't work. But the smoke ball's for Dugtrio because for some reason this thing in the ground is way faster than my giant bird Pokemon. I don't get it, but it is what it is. We'll deal with it. The other day on stream, somebody asked why I have that animation happening when I run away, and the text box is kind of hidden behind my team on the screen. I had the person pretty convinced that if your Pokemon has a high enough base speed, that a smoke cloud appears when it runs away. It was epic. It was pretty fun. You missed that one? Yeah, I let him sweat on it for a little bit. It was great. I mean, it was obviously somebody that wasn't too super familiar with Gen 3. But also, it was like the complete matter-of-fact, factual, dry presentation of it that I think sold it. Hey, Joseph, welcome back. We grinding away some more encounters, grinding away the subscriber increase, just overall grinding. You even had to ask if I had a smoke ball because that text screen was pretty well hidden. Yeah. How long did it take to get the shiny Fearow? Took me 996 encounters over the course of, I believe, 6 hours. We've had actually a pretty freaking good run. Casey, welcome. Fern goalie for the win. When did that message even pop in? Because it didn't pop into like my huge chat list. What the heck? Let me see if I can fix that. It seems as if that chat didn't get added. There we go. Now your chats will appear in my chat list here. It's crazy that I have almost the same amount of encounters when I found my shiny Fearow, but the timer is like 4 hours longer. That's the difference of the smoke ball and not being able to run on occasion until I figured that out. Am I playing on the Game Boy SP? No, I'm playing on the Nintendo Switch too. I could play on my trusty GameCube, though, if I had a mind to. And do it. While it is set up, to the right of my computer screen over here, I have a glass case that has my disc in it, and I'm not quite confident I can get to it with everything that's in front of the cabinet door. What Pokemon I go into shiny hunt? Well, Diglett and Dugtrio for right now, for sure. Up next, probably going to be an Abra, and then a Ghastly. So that's going to bring us to team member number 5. Very likely that I will hunt a Snorlax. That'll bring us to 6. Possibility of hunting a Nidoran in the Safari Zone, which would bring us to 7, and then a Dratini to round us off at 8. Any one of those could be swapped out for a Magikarp. Not fully locked in stone yet. But I do need something that will learn Surf eventually. So, like, I do have to get something. And I think every single one of those Pokemon I listed can learn Surf except for Ghastly and Abra. I am actually on Leaf Green right now. Okay, this is officially the second longest hunt of the series. But that doesn't mean much because the other one was only like 2,200, so. Leaf Green does have Staryu. And I am not fully convinced that I want to fish for a shiny. But, tell you guys what. If we have Super Chats enabled by the time I get to that point, Super Chats can be used to dictate what shiny we hunt. Staryu is broken. I have no doubt. I would like something with access to Ice Beam, which is why I kind of want Nidoking. But I also don't want it to be weak to Thunder, because then it's counterproductive for taking out Lance. That's kind of like Pokemon was diabolical in Gen 1. Right? So not only do they make Abra an absolute unit of a Pokemon, they make the only Pokemon that is super effective against it also weak against it. And then they forget to code in the fact that Ghost is super effective against Psychic. And then they go ahead and say, you know what? Dragon is weak to Dragon and Ice type. But this Dragon specializes in Thunder moves, Electricity. Let's make all of the Pokemon that can learn an Ice type move weak to it. It can also learn Water moves, so like it can use Surf or Hydro Pump or whatever, so that we can take out all of the Pokemon that have a Rock move that can take it out. Like, Dragonite is so freaking OP. Starmie with Thunderbolt, Psychic, Ice Beam, and Surf. Yeah, it's pretty stacked. Not gonna lie. Not to mention, it's got a pretty good speed stat, if I'm not mistaken. Casey says, Magikarp. That's what you're hunting right now, right, Casey? You're gonna have to think about what shinies to hunt. Yeah, I think that's one of the harder parts of the run. I am glad I got Fearow, though, because it's a Pokemon that I normally wouldn't choose. And Diglett is another Pokemon I typically wouldn't choose. Snorlax also a Pokemon I typically wouldn't add to my team. I think the only ones that like I would usually have on my team are Gengar, Alakazam, and Dragonite. I mean, even Venusaur is something I typically wouldn't have on my team. You reach the post game and you're rematching the Elite Four, but you keep getting swept. Current team is level 58 to 62. That makes sense. Yeah, once you beat the Elite Four one time, they ramp up their levels a little bit. Keep you on your toes. That Poké Center guy definitely has your shiny Magikarp, but he won't give it up. That's great. He's just holding it in reserve. Got to pay premium pricing for that one. You reach the post gate. Oh, gotcha. You're going to give up on your journey? You're not a strong trainer? You're going to head to the Johto region? Use the Versus Seeker. Grind. Get strong. And maybe even some item duplication glitch. Get yourself infinite rare candies. And Pro Train. It is going well. We finally surpassed 1,000 encounters on this Diglett hunt. And trucking right along. How's it going with you? At this point, though, I'm pretty sure if I find another shiny, Ruben's gonna yeet a switch across the room or something. Or mail it to me for a ritual. I don't know. One of the two. I am absolutely shiny hunting, Marcus. No? Not gonna yeet your switch? All your switches are special edition? Okay, that's fair. Got your launch edition Nintendo Switch 2. Do you love how they came out with new Joy-Con colors? And it's just like the inside connector rail that you never see that's changed color. Hey, Big Red Leg, welcome, welcome. Oh, thanks, Marcus. Just got your Xbox Series S or X set up. Now you got the PC, Xbox console. Can game from bed now too. Oh, PC, Xbox combo. Gotcha. That makes way more sense. I miss my Xbox Series X a little bit. Not a lot, just a little. I didn't play it that much. Yawn. At the time, selling it was like the difference between gathering the down payment for property in time or having to wait a little bit. And so I was like, it's gone. Absolutely no questions asked. Series S. Someone did a storage auction and won big. Who has the ability to put a Series X in a storage box, though? But that's awesome. Went in because one TV, found a Series X, S, and Xbox One box full of Jordans and a second TV. Gosh, dang. I suspect there were games to boot. How much did you have to pay to win the storage unit at auction? Oops. Yeah, usually storage units go into auction because they stop paying. Star Killer, you did find me. Hello. That's actually really funny. Friend's roommate got the hookups, eh? They said, what do you got in your wallet? That's like an ultimate Big Brother question. Also. Because, like, growing up, my brother had 5 years on me, and he was a jerk most of the time. Occasionally. There were the moments, though. You know, like, he pounded on me every day until I was 17 and turned the tides a little bit. Also, Marcus, thank you for subscribing. Glad to have you here. Occasionally, though, it's like I'm mowing lawns, trying to get money into summer, buy video games, all that stuff. And he's, 17 to 23 by this point and has an adult job and making adult money and all that stuff. So go to the game store. Ah, shoot, I'm just short. He's like, how much you got? Cool, give it here. Pays the difference. Several moments like that where it's just like, oh, hey, he's actually kind of cool sometimes. That just reminded me of that. What do you got in your wallet? 30 bucks? Sweet, it's yours. Here you go. Give me that. Also, I am just now seeing that my stream disconnected the chat. So that means the stream might have disconnected entirely. So here's hoping that that is not the case. Looks like it reconnected successfully. And I think I'm still streaming, so I think we're good. Looks like things are working. It's sad that it's a surprise when that happens. It felt legendary. It ended up going to your uncle for a year so he could game, but he wanted Blu-ray and Xbox 360 compatibility, so you swapped it back out for your Xbox One. Oh, nice. For years, I used an Xbox One and Xbox Series X as a Blu-ray player. Almost exclusively. You're excited for your hardware update? I would be. If I had like $100 that I could blow today, I would have blown it on the there was a Steam sale for like every Square Enix game, I would have bought the entire Final Fantasy collection. But that sale is over now, I think. When I was seeing it, it had like an hour left on the sale. And that was 10 hours ago at this point, I feel like. You would probably use it in Pokemon or Poke MMO. They got some in-game purchasable items, eh? It's been your secret sauce lately. I've actually never played the Pokemon MMO. It's crazy, but like people are saying that it's rumored that a Japan area Pokemon MMO is being done by, you know, the Pokemon company. A free $100 would make you a Pokemon millionaire. Pokemillionaire. It seems to be built like somewhat on the Gen 3 engine, but also the Gen 5 engine. It looks very interesting. Luffy fan. Nice, first off and foremost. Love a good One Piece reference. Favorite Pokemon game? Definitely Pokemon Silver. I mean Sapphire. I don't know why I said Silver. I was talking about it earlier, but Sapphire. Maybe my subconscious Gen 2 mind is coming out. I don't know. But no, Pokemon Sapphire definitely has my heart. I think it's the first Pokemon game I ever really got to complete the Pokedex in. And that started the journey of, well, now I'm going to go back and complete it in Red and Blue. I'm also going to complete it in Gold and Silver, Fire Red, Leaf Green, all the things. Its premise is that it's an emulator, not a game. You upload ROMs into it, and it does its own thing with those ROMs. Fire Red, Emerald, Heart Gold, Platinum, and Black. So, does it give every user the same experience based on that, though? Or only if you upload the same games? Or is it, like, procedurally generated? Because, like, there's obviously an online element to it. So that also begs the question, if it's accepting money but classified as an emulator and hasn't been shut down, they're obviously doing something right that Nintendo can't fight them on. Being that this is an emulator, you have to upload your own ROMs to it. They're not facilitating and pirating. What can you buy in that game with in-game real-life currency? What's the trade-off there? The NPC gift Pokemon like trades and starters are set to neutral natures and IVs, all being IV stats of 15, but the Pokemon and other stuff is normal. So yeah, what do you spend money on in that game that they get away with? On items, Pokemon, and cosmetics. Because what I was wondering is, are they legitimately selling Pokemon? Are they selling assets that were made with Pokemon images? Or is it just custom cosmetics that they're selling? Because that would be a way that they could get around the Nintendo's. And yeah, we're not selling Pokemon content. We're selling outfits to go on top of them. And to answer your question, Luffy fan, why shiny Diglett? I need to clap Lieutenant Surge's cheeks, and that's going to be the best way for me to do that. It's a guaranteed ground type that's not going to be afflicted with the rock condition. And I can't guarantee Nidoking, so naturally Dugtrio's the best second choice. Joseph, you started your journey in Hoenn, one of the best regions there is. And IRL money is used on a donor status for upping shiny chances, encounter rates, and money gained from battle, as well as cosmetic and ocarinas, which store HMs used to be infinitely. Okay. That's actually really legit. Like, they thought that through. They figured out, like, what can Nintendo get us on and how can we get around that. That's brilliant. What do I think the final team will be? Venusaur for sure. Fearow will probably be swapped out at some point. But Venusaur, Gengar, Alakazam, Snorlax, possibly a Dragonite, and maybe a Dugtrio. That's a work in progress. I think I should probably work towards a Water-type Pokemon at some point, but we'll see. Dragonite kind of counts. But given I don't want to over-level my Pokemon, I should really focus the team on being able to take down Lance, since he's the biggest obstacle. Will I be hunting shiny Zapdos, and why will it be the MVP of my team? I will be shiny hunting Zapdos and Articuno and Moltres. Not during the course of the run, however. But, that being said, Zapdos could be a very valuable member of the team, given that it's flying type. So it'll help take down a lot of Bruno's team. But it's also electric type, so Dragonite's not going to like snuff it out with a thunder move. It should resist to an extent. As well as you can sell cosmetics, Pokemon, and in-game items for currency. Like real-life currency? Like, you're selling your stuff to other players for real money? Maybe I could get Poliwrath? Ooh. Honestly, like, as far as needing a Water-type Pokemon and a Pokemon that can learn Strength, that's not a bad option. You trained an Aerodactyl? Not a bad choice. It is afflicted with the rock modifier. But other than that, pretty solid. Politoed is better, but I can't get it until I beat the game. Poliwrath is an idea. Shinies are 1 in 30,000 chance, and legendary mons are 1 in 10,000 chance in the grass. They are worth big bucks in the global trade link. Okay, that's actually really sweet. I didn't know that you could actually, quote unquote, make money from playing the MMO. I learned a lot about the Pokemon MMO today. Maybe I'll have to take a stab at it when this channel gets eventually monetized and just do that on the main channel, since the main channel has a reputation for shenanigans. They have also revamped the in-game NPCs, much more challenging gameplay, geared towards Pokemon veterans. And you're making Pokeyen not in real life cash. You wish it would make you IRL cash. Could you imagine? So, I was streaming yesterday, and we were having a huge, well, maybe not a huge, I was having a monologue. It wasn't really a conversation, it was a monologue, I'll be honest, about MapleStory. Starkiller's gonna single-handedly monetize my channel. I love it. Let's do it, Starkiller. There's the monetization links for you, Starkiller. Because that's all I can do right now. At any rate, I was having a monologue about MapleStory, and I downloaded it while I was streaming just because it was crazy that I could download and stream at the same time. And I was getting signed in and everything. It was a good time. My friend in high school paid for 4 years of football, spending the summer vacation grinding on MapleStory and selling the accounts. Like, he would grind a character up to level 100 and sell the account to somebody on the internet. And he paid for 4 years of football. That's like easily $1,600. Maybe I could go Amistar for Lance's flying types. Honestly, Water Rock wouldn't be bad for that. Hey, Stonewall, welcome. Starkiller's gonna do it. You and your raccoons and possums will fight the YouTube ninjas and make it happen. I can get behind that. How you doing, Stonewall? Amistar is pretty legit. I think the fossil I grabbed in this game was Kabuto, though. In Fire Red, I grabbed Amistar. Omastar. Kaburo, the best. Kabuto is pretty legit, though. This is making me kind of want to do a Heart Gold Soul Silver run, though. Gonna be real. You're doing great. Shiny hunting away at 1,150 resets for Zapdos. That's what's up. Doing fantastic. hopped on the stream. We've grown the channel by 6 people today. We're doing pretty good. Gotten almost 200 encounters so far today. We're cooking. You wish they had Heart Gold and Soul Silver on the Switch? Me too. Luckily, I can stream it with my DS, but... Or I guess my 3DS, I can stream it with that. Dugong is good for dragon types and strong water type. Yeah, it should be good for dragon types. However, it's going to get smoked if Dragonite launches a Thunder successfully. Johto's your favorite region by far? Fair. I like the old Japan vibe that Johto's got. Like, the whole of the game really does feel like you're kind of walking around in an old forested Japanese Shinto temple type vibe. Oh my gosh, I'm not doing where I'm supposed to be. I don't think. That was crazy. Oops. I think I'm getting pretty close to Shauna's number that they guessed the other day. I think it was like 1123, or maybe it was 1173. I don't remember. I feel like it had 11 and a 3 in it somewhere. But we're 4 hours of shiny hunting time away from having this be a week's worth of full-time work. Maybe I'll have to do a ritual for Diglett. Oh, what's the age-old ritual here? What is it? Left, right, down, up, A, B, start, select. Down, right, up, left, Y, B. Yeah, not working. Put on something blue. Well, I got red on. I got blue pants on. Excuse me. Getting frequent Doug trios right now. Kabuto is a good Pokemon for rock water. Makes sense, makes sense. Yeah, I don't think Kabuto is too bad. It'll be interesting to see what the final team does end up being, because there's only like, I only want to hunt for 3 more guaranteed Pokemon after Diglett. And so that's going to put my team at like more or less 5 guaranteed and 3 wild cards. Well, maybe 6, because I do want Snorlax. Oh wait, no, I counted Snorlax. Duh. So we'll see where we end up. Like, I do probably want to hunt in the Seafoam Islands and just walk away with whatever ice type I find that shines. And I kind of low-key want to shiny hunt in the Safari Zone one time just to say I've done it. Like, I feel like that would be a good ending experience to the Gen 3 run. Hey, Shauna. Doing well. What was your guess the other day? It was 1100 and something. 1234. Oh yeah, that's right. It was a. I should have remembered that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So simple. But also, I'm doing well, Shauna. How are you doing? You'll think I'll get it at 1107 encounters, eh? Could happen. Like I would accept that. Going to a Robo-War thing at a college near you tomorrow? Nice. Is that one of those where the robots beat each other up and destroy each other? A robot demolition competition? Well, at least I'm about like 100 encounters per hour. That's good. I'm catching back up. Kids 8 to 18 build robots. Okay. Solid. That's actually really cool. Is one of your children participating, Shauna? Or do they just have friends that are participating or something? Okay, at this point am going to end my stream I have rolling on Twitch because nobody's popped up there that I am aware of thus far. And it should help the stream run smoother. If I put my glasses upside down on shiny attempt 1107, I'll get the shiny Diglett. Well, I can confirm if I take my glasses off, I won't notice if it's shiny or not. Guess who's back? Marcus, welcome back. Thank you! Aw, Master Motas is now following on Twitch. I'm sorry, Master. I had no idea anybody was there. Now I feel bad. I just ended the stream on somebody. You're just going to watch? Okay, okay, cool deal. Oh, that was you following? Okay. Good, Casey, good. I feel less bad. But still pretty bad. Stonewall, thank you!
Stonewall Solish donated $20 through Super Chat. A little more for the PC, my guy.
Thank you. I'm also really glad that that text is working. That's really, really helpful, Stonewall. And I really do appreciate it. Rylan, doing pretty well. How about yourself tonight? I feel at this point, Stonewall's gonna end up, like, donating for the entire PC. But it's probably gonna take me until the end of the year to have the funds together to actually purchase it, but we'll get there. I think through YouTube in general, we're gonna be looking, like, I think there's roughly like $200 in the pot right now for it. You're doing good. Just got done watching Zootopia 2. My children were watching that today. I saw bits and pieces of it. Oh, fun story. So let me see if I can pull it up real fast. I'm gonna show it through the Walmart app because this is either gonna be really great or really waste of time. Gotta help a fellow shiny hunter out when you can. It does mean a lot, Stonewall. It really does. And it's really pushing that computer closer to me being able to buy it, being in the middle of saving and paying down land payment for a house and whatnot. YouTube income is basically what I get to spend for a PC, so it does help. So let me see if I can zoom in on this here. Okay. So I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but that says Mission Super Soft Flour Tortillas. Soft taco. Apparently Streamlabs thinks I ended my stream. Hopefully that's not the case. But it's labeled as soft taco shells, but it very clearly has a picture of a GeForce RTX 5070. And it's listed for $23. And I don't know what to make of it. So either they're really expensive tortilla shells or a really dirt cheap graphics card. But I bought two. And I'm just excited to find out what I get. Would I rather share a pizza with a Gengar or an Oddish? I feel like the answer to that's gotta be Gengar. So, like, if those work out, and for whatever reason this store is just trying to farm good reviews or what have you, I don't know what's going on with it, but if they actually send me a GeForce RTX 5070, two of them in fact, that's going to be amazing. But if they don't, I get to return them and say, hey, this wasn't what was pictured. So that'll be okay. It's gonna be a shovel. Oh, I will definitely be informing everybody on what I receive. Maybe I'll have to live stream opening it or something. After I finish this game, can I shiny play through an Alpha Sapphire? Has it been fun live streaming a lot? I love live streaming. I love getting to chat with other people that are shiny hunting, going through the same struggle, and dealing with the occasional internet goblin. Like, I enjoy it. I think it's fun. Like, I don't know if I would be able to successfully shiny hunt if I wasn't streaming. I did see XD is now on the Switch. I don't know what I'm going to do with that information. I will probably play it at some point, but I'm not pivoting what I'm doing to jump on the hype for that game because I've had the ability to stream it this entire time and just haven't. Yeah, your kids watch random dinosaur videos on the TV? Heck yeah. Why not? You know, dinosaur videos are cool. We're taking my kid to see a dinosaur museum exhibit here pretty quick, but my kid's big thing is construction equipment for whatever reason. Just he likes seeing backhoes, front end loaders, dump trucks, all that, and there's some construction going across the street, and so he's fascinated. Has my wife play YouTube videos of construction. It started because my wife likes to watch Rick's Flicks, a Universal Orlando stream vlogger, and he'll show occasionally the construction and what's going on at Universal Studios from week to week. And so my kid watched the construction equipment there, and they are henceforth known as Nerds. He calls them another thing as well. Oh, Nerds and Mops. He's like 3, so he likes watching those. You're so lost you don't know how to get the controls to be responsive? Oh, for XD? Yeah, good luck with that. Oh, my wife can hear me talking because she's in there reading and I'm being too loud. But she is about to text me saying they're Nerds and Mops. Because I wasn't remembering the name of them. It's great. And it's because that's the sound they make. Mop, 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 when it's backing up, and nerd. He's funny. But I'm wondering when he'll hit his dinosaur phase. Oh, and there was a question from Luffy fan about doing a shiny playthrough of Alpha Sapphire. Within the realm of possibilities, for sure. What I had lined up before this game came out was I went through and made it so that I can do a shiny quad hunt in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl to get all of the legendaries there. I think it's going to have to be a horizontal only stream as opposed to the vertical I've been doing, and here's why. But you guys can kind of gauge that. So I'm going to switch to quad mode here for a second. So, really small images, right? But like I can fit 4 streams, four video sources onto this quad. And you can see if it's shiny or not, even with this Diglett, as I can see it on my screen right now. So, like, that's a possibility. I could, in theory, get that done. Get that boy his forklift certification. Honestly, though. I did a video for, like, my son, my oldest, choosing his starter Pokemon. He chose Poplio. He knows what Pikachu is. He chose Poplio, much to my disappointment. I thought for sure he was going to go for Torchic, and he almost did. But then he found Poplio in the last half. So while I could shiny hunt in Alpha Sapphire, I'm almost betting that this run combined with BDSP, and maybe even this run alone, will take us to the point where they release the OG Ruby and Sapphire. Like, I am pretty confident Ruby and Sapphire is going to come out this year sometime. And Emerald, of course. Darn, Torchic was the go-to, but Poplio had to ruin it. I know! And, like, he gravitates towards oranges and yellows. But for whatever reason, that Poplio is just like, nope, I want this one. And, like, I even made him choose that one for the final selection 3 times, and every time he went straight to it. And I'm like, are you sure you want Poplio? Are you sure? Are you sure? Change your mind, dude. Just once. Change your mind, please. If you didn't know, I do not like Poplio. What is it that makes me hate Poplio? The fact that in order to classify it as a fairy, they had to make it a mermaid and make it look less like a seal. Poplio is great. Don't get me wrong. Poplio's a decent idea. A seal Pokemon that's in a circus doing a balancing act. I mean, it's obviously got a profession, if you will. So, like, I already don't like that about the Gen 7 starters, is that they have professions at that point. But the fact that they made it more of a humanoid irks me way more than Incineroar. Like, you hear people say, oh, Litten was cute, Torracat made sense, and then they ruined it by putting it on 2 feet. I feel that way about Poplio becoming a mermaid. Like, I am more okay with Sprigatito becoming a biped, Incineroar becoming a biped, and Cinderace doing whatever it is Cinderace does. But Primarina just irks me. So it's more the final evolution than actual problems with the starter. just hit 1234 on your hunt. Epic, epic. When do you think yours is going to shine, Stonewall? you could see, but you do agree with me on Poplio's final evolution? Yeah. I don't know many people that are just like, oh yes, Primarina. Fantastic final Evo. You think it's going to be 10k at least? I get behind that. Sounds likely. You're in dire need of my help. How do you get the controls to be responsive? What are you playing using? And what do you mean by being responsive? Like when you press the start button, the start menu's not coming up? When it comes to starters, give you that Totodile? Heck yeah, man. Like, I get the love behind Cyndaquil, I really do, but honestly, Totodile's the Gen 2 winner. Mo-chan. Shiny hunting the box legends in BDSP at 16,090 encounters. That's what's up. Are you shiny hunting Dialga and Palkia both simultaneously? Is that how I interpret your statement there? You'll send a picture and you don't know how to explain over text. Okay, that's fair. I can pop open Discord right quick. You're hoping Palkia shines first? Okay. So when you hunt, because you're doing both games at the same time, are you just doing one increment for each, like, together? So every time you find a Dialga and Palkia, that's one? Or are you incrementing by 2? When did I get the shiny Venusaur? Oh my gosh, forever ago. Easily like a week ago or 2. 2,224 encounters, 19 hours. And then the Spearow shined like 6 hours later. Oh! I just don't think you can go that way yet. So that's not your game controller not being responsive. That is like the control for that bridge not being responsive. Yeah, that's not the way you need to go. You have to find like a UFO type disc or something of the like in this game to get that to move. You just won. You decided to stick to the math on this one. Very nice. Ruben, have a fantastic night. Also, Marcus, what flavor of Mountain Dew is that? Mountain Dew Zero? Okay. I love how you're not even questioning how I knew that that can was a Mountain Dew. For those wondering, Marcus sent me a chat in Discord with this image. Didn't even think about why you would know. Exactly. Like, and as you said, you're the pre-diabetic, and I was able to pick out that that's a Mountain Dew can on a black picture. Like, clearly I got issues. Now, I also want to go so far as to say that it is a code red, but I think that's pushing it. It could also be that summer freeze. But I am going to... You've never had Code Red? Kind of want to try it now? Yeah, I'm going to lock in just the basic one, given that it's reflecting some purple light without altering the color. You haven't had Code Red in years, but you're also not a fan of Mountain Dew. I love to buy a bottle of Mountain Dew, Code Red, in a bottle of Livewire. I mix them together and then dump them each into a bottle. And then I have Mountain Dew Game Fuel. More or less. You played a couple of hours of Emerald today. Z Halo. Hopefully I said that right. It's either that or Zalo. It's just a basic Mountain Dew Zero. It's the lines, by the way. The lines is what drew me into it. Mountain Dew Zero is the only soda I know of that has like slanted lines at the top of the can. And the only reason why I could make out that there's lines on the top of the can is there's differences in the way the light's reflecting that's linear. Zalo. Okay. Zalo. Another talent of mine is being able to drink various different colas and tell exactly which one's which. What am I going for after I catch a Diglett or Doug trio? That is a fantastic question. I think I am going for either Ghastly or Abra. Mama Quiche, Rylan, thanks for the like goal. I'll pop on and lock it in. With the goat emojis. A team of Magneton, Dodrio, and Doug Trio. That would actually be kind of fire, not gonna lie. Makes me wonder what they would accomplish. You like the way they looked? That's why you put them in there. But I'm also the goat in Pokemon with shinies. Well, thank you. Thank you, Ryland. I think this is the first time we've ever had a like goal set of 40 on the channel. Yeah. Usually it fizzles out at like 26. bumping on up to 418. 2 more, and that's 10 on the day. Cooking now. Cooking now. People are seeing it. They're liking it. They're clicking it. That's all we can ask for. It's the power of consistency and a leaf green shiny run, honestly. Clearly, it's the Pharaoh. People just see the Pharaoh and like, that's a fantastic shiny. I'm gonna click on that. Casey Faye just subscribed. Ah, that's right. You were over on the main channel. That's what's up. Welcome to the other channel, Casey. Well, we're narrowing in on Shauna's number here. You're heading to bed? Even though kids ain't got school tomorrow, still got to get up early to leave by 8. I hope you have fun too. Sounds like it'll be a good time. Who doesn't like a good robot smashing? Thanks, Shauna. You got work tomorrow? Same, Joseph, same. I will eventually have to go to bed, but now is not that moment. Because I'm pretty sure if I end the stream now, it's not going to be a good time. We got a little bit of time left, I think. Like, at least a solid 12 minutes. At least. That being said, though, my stream is kind of having some difficulties. Not a crazy amount, but some. I got another 24 hours in me. Honestly, Marcus, I wish I could. Like, I would love a 24-hour stream. Like, if I could find a legitimate way to do it, I would do it. Although I would probably break it into two 12-hour segments just so YouTube, like, doesn't do weird stuff with it. But, like, I would stream for 24 hours straight if I could. Like, could my body handle it? Probably. Would my parenting schedule? No, not really. But, like, if I could get a summer day where babies are staying the night at grandparents' house, like, I would do it hands down. Like, drop them off at like 7 p.m. or I guess 6 p.m. Start a stream at 7 p.m. Go back, pick them up at 7 p.m. the next night. Then we can all just go to bed. But for that, I would need a place in which to stream, because then I would need to not keep my wife up all night. Hear you out? You be like this one guy you've seen stream outside McDonald's or something? That would actually be funny. Ooh, edging ever closer to 420. Streaming outside of McDonald's, huh? At least I would always know where to go to get a snack. Like, I could probably get my stream to work on my laptop. And it could be portable, but if I can wait 2 years for it, I'll have an entire freaking room dedicated to it, I'm sure. I'd stream outside the McDonald's you work at, and I can get you walking out on stream. There you go. Not having a great time there, eh, Marcus? Finna quit. Okay, I am going to see about pausing the music and switch into like this music. Which is obviously a lot more quiet, but that's okay. Marcus can't quit, not allowed. I agree. Not until there's another job lined up. You're looking to go possibly overnight stocking at Walmart or get a job at Kroger stocking shelves for now. You get done with school soon, right, Marcus? Because to go overnight at Walmart, you will have to be out of high school. Not because they require a GED or high school diploma, but most states have laws about minors working overnights. Music too quiet, Starkiller? Eventually, you plan on going to Toyota. Toyota. Like the actual Toyota company or like a dealer in your local area? In like 2 months? Okay. It shouldn't be really quiet now. I made it even louder. It's gonna get, it's gonna get, it's gonna get louder. It's gonna get, it's gonna get, it's gonna get louder. Bow, 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 bow. Okay, this music is even more statically crackly and everything than the last music, so that's not a good option. Joseph, good luck with the Elite Four. Best wishes there. You're going to play for 1 hour. What's up? Freaking Scream movies. It the rematch ones, just leveling up your Pokemon? Okay. Get them levels. Starkiller, you were here earlier and then you went like radio silent for a minute, like a long time. And during that time, we grew like 8 subscribers. So I have to now ask what you were doing over there. Because, like, I feel like you were creating YouTube profiles for each one of your raccoons in your raccoon army. And we're having them subscribe. Like, that is one explanation for what just happened today. And then Newbie Goofer hunting a 5 Abra at a time in the game corner on both switches. 10 encounters at a time pretty quickly. Solid. Love the drive. Abra and Ghastly are going to be the next hunt after this. Well, Abra or Ghastly, they will both be hunted. I'm going to buy like 30 Abra at a time, or 55 I think is the max you can buy. You were sleeping, looking for new subscribers for the channel? Yes. What are your raccoons' names, Starkiller? I'll look out for them on the subscriber list. I feel like one of them's got to be named Randy. And because I just said the buzzword Randy, my brain just went, okay, if you guys do not know who Julian Smith is on YouTube, definitely check out Julian Smith for some really weird off-the-wall songs that will, like, perpetually be stuck in your head, and if you get caught singing it out loud, everybody around you will wonder if you're insane, and it's the most wonderful thing ever. Jelly. Fish. Jellyfish. I'm glad Stonewall gets the reference. I love it. You know, Marcus, like, it's King Julian. but Smith, check out Julian Smith. He he has songs such as Jellyfish, gems such as Racist Coffee, and one of my personal favorites, Randy. That was a thing a few years back. Yes. That is a blast from the past for sure. I'm sitting at this restaurant. They have everything you could ever want, but nothing that quite fancies me. I do not want the steak bombay. I do not want the lamb flambe. These specials don't sound very special to me. I'd rather eat the Randy. I'd rather eat the Randy, Randy, Randy. Lumpy, Trash Can, Bandit, and the little one. Those are just the ones that stick out enough for you to name and remember. I love it. Why is Diglett so hard to get shiny? I don't think that Diglett's being hard to get shiny. I think the game is just hard to get shiny. So far, Diglett is being fairly reasonable. Not lumpy, limpy. Oh, okay. I was gonna ask if lumpy was just a really fat raccoon, but limpy implies that it limps. So you forgot about racist coffee. I absolutely love the lore for that channel behind racist coffee. And how that song came about. Limpy has something wrong with its back leg, and he is one of the ones that likes to come up to you and let you pet him. Oh, okay. Nice. I mean, it's not like he can run away, so like he must feel pretty safe around you. It's like, oh, I can't run away anyways. If he's gonna get me, I'm gone. Another person that was kind of big at the time of Julian Smith was Flight of the Conchords. And that's another catchy song that you don't want to hear. But fun fact, the like if you look up the song Flight of the Conchords, or I guess Brett, You've Got It Going On by Flight of the Conchords. Freaking hilarious YouTube video. The singer for that is the crab in Moana who sings Shiny. And it is like the most delightful piece of information about that movie. Just when you think about the crab, and I can't remember his name right now. Taka's the other one. Hey, 420! That's what's up. It's here. It's here early. Let's see, what's the crab's name in Moana? He loves to talk about himself. Tamatoa? Yeah, Tamatoa. Thank you, Marcus. Imagine a British looking Austin Powers kind of guy singing that song, and you'll have that image behind you. Jennifer, thank you so much for subscribing. Is that last name Bjornerud? Or Bjornerud? Starkiller, you've never seen Moana? I am actually genuinely surprised by that. Like 5 years old? Because, like, there's Moana 2 already, and they're working on a third one. But, like, am I misremembering? You have a little girl, right? You have a kid and you have a little girl? But you watch Lilo and Stitch and How to Train Your Dragon and other older cartoon stuff. Okay, okay. That makes sense. Your daughter watched Moana at least 3 to 4 times a day for 2 years? Exactly. My son was obsessed with Moana for a little while. I think he really just liked the boat. Lots of Star Wars, the Clone Wars animated series. I love that. Love that you got your little girl into Star Wars that way. Had to buy the CD for road trips. I feel that on a spiritual level. I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember. Anyways, yeah, it never leaves your head. Once it's there, it's stuck. It's as bad as if I say it's my money and I need it now. You're welcome. Newbie, am I on a Switch or an emulator? Why not both? No, I'm on a Switch. I'm on a Switch too. Call JG Wentworth. Exactly. 877 cash now. Will this let me go all the way over here? Yes, it will. Let's see if I can grab that real fast here. Oh, where is the disc? Clear the heck over there. I don't think I can get into that right now. Oh, ouch. It's gonna suck if that disc isn't in there. Check this out. It's not an emulator. Okay, sorry about that. That was probably a lot of sounds. You watched the new Lilo and Stitch, but that one wasn't as good as the old cartoon movie or the show. That jingle rang in your head the second I said JG Wentworth. Yeah. Because early 2000 marketing at 3 in the morning was peak. Okay, let's see if I do this. So, we asked if this was Switch or emulator. We have Switch. And we have GameCube. At least we should. Do we have GameCube? Yeah, we should have GameCube. It's right there. Why don't we have GameCube? Well, that's lame. It's not cooperating right now, apparently. Who knows? I haven't dealt with it in a minute. Anyways, I'm not gonna waste time doing that. We got encounters to grind through. And not a lot of time in which to do them. Hey, Marcus, have a great night. I'll catch you later. How many encounters am I at now? This makes 1,240. Okay, I think something just happened there. There it is. Beautiful. And we can hunt on the GameCube too. Oh. What was I doing? Trading Ratatos, it looks like. Anyways. Fun stuff. Craze! Welcome! You would have given up after a couple of hours? It would drain every last bit of energy you had. It isn't for everyone. I give you that. But to be fair, I would give up after hours as well. But I think for me, it's the community and having somebody to talk to while streaming and while doing this type of thing that makes it doable. Like, if I wasn't streaming this to you guys and chatting with you and just having all sorts of shenanigans going on, I definitely wouldn't have the mental capacity to do this for an extended period of time. You want my headset? It is a pretty dope headset, not gonna lie. I need to get a Gengar Letterman looking jacket. Like, I know they make them. I need to grab one. It would be delightful. Then I'd be like all sorts of Gengar out. I think that would be quite wonderful. All right, so I will be ending the stream in 11 minutes when it hits 11 p.m. my time, just to give everybody a little bit of a heads up. What's a weird Pokemon that I really like that not a lot of people like? Are a lot of people a fan of Scolipede? Because, like, that one comes to mind. Because plenty of people like Wooper. I don't know, Ampharos is another Pokemon that comes to mind. Ampharos is always on my Pokemon Gold team. Don't fall for that Bruxish propaganda. Your first time playing through Unova, you ran that back when it first came out back in 2010. You were 7. Scolipede is like one of my all-time favorite Gen 5 Pokemon, and I dare say one of my like top 10 favorite Pokemon of all time. Swampert's obviously up there. I know Scolipede's probably in the top 5 with Gengar. Aegislash is another favorite. Toxapex is another favorite. I enjoy Obstagoon. I need to move this over a little bit. Batch 3. Okay, there we go. You love Charjabug is probably your favorite weird Pokemon. Honestly, I like Charjabug as well. I think it's kind of cool that it looks like a little battery bus. Obstagoon's amazing along with the shiny. Facts. Yeah, none of the Pokemon that... I can't think of any Pokemon that almost like, you know what? Nobody really likes that one. But I love it. Like, I feel like every Pokemon to some degree has a little bit of a fan club. Except for Bruxish. Ha 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 ha. Okay, AI overview is pretty crazy, but the top 10 of the most frequently hated Pokemon according to community discussions and rankings. Now, obviously, this is going to be skewed, so bear that in mind. Miltank, number 1. Famously hating for being nearly impossible to beat in Gold and Silver. I don't think that's hate, I think that's envy, honestly. Like, I don't think anybody hates Miltank. Legitimately. It's just like, gosh dang, that is a hard battle, but Miltank's kind of an endearing Pokemon. Caden V2 gonna crash. Don't crash, Caden. Stay alive. Jinx, disliked for its controversial, unsettling design. Klefki, often criticized for being a lazy key-based design. Number 4, Bruxish, widely disliked for its intensely colorful and ugly appearance. Facts. Garbodor, a common target for object-based design criticism. It is a trash bag. Wobbuffet, hated for its role in the anime and frustrating competitive stalling. Also, I don't get the hate behind that one. I enjoy Wobbuffet and have a couple of Wobbuffet plushies. Like, when my wife and I were dating, we constantly joked that I was a grumpy Pikachu and she was a Wobbuffet, if that describes our dynamic and personalities. You just got a shiny Groudon and your DS died. Bro. That's terrible news. I'm so sorry. Mr. Mime, frequently cited as creepy and unsettling. Sock Throw, disliked for looking too human and wearing clothes. I love that they have to throw in the and wearing clothes. Machamp, if you will. But also, yes, I do hate Sock and Throw because I think they're incredibly lazy designs, being version exclusives, but counter to each other to an extent. I feel like was just, okay, you made one Pokemon and then just made the other one look kind of like it. Because it doesn't have the same endearing vibe as Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee. Even though it's like, okay, Chan is punching, Lee is kicking. Definitely a 90s reference to some famous martial art action stars. Very endearing. Love those guys. Sock and Throw, more of the karate versus judo type shtick, but they're just very bland. Barbaracle, frequently called one of the ugliest, most awkward designs. Also agree. Simisear, also agree. Known for being unpopular, especially after a low ranking in an official poll. Yeah, Simisear is pretty bad. Mr. Mime stalked Pokemon in one of their SIRs. Oh my gosh. That's actually kind of funny. Yeah, so dishonorable mentions. Guzzlord, Quilladin, Unknown, Delphox. I don't know how, but Bidoof ended up on one of these lists. Lilicki. Yeah, definitely don't like Lilicki. Polygon. 10 worst Pokemon of all time. Number 10, Unknown. 9 Low Punny, 8 Starly, 7 Lilicky, 6 Miltank, 5 Guzzlord, number 4 again Bruxish, number 3 Klefki, number 2 Noibat, number 1 Goldango. You joined my Discord. That actually makes sense, Caden. What was the Discord name? Just be silly. Ah, Silzil. Okay, I have officially gone over on stream time, so I need to sign off and get ready for bed. All the good things. Thank you all so much for a fantastic stream. We gained 10 new fans and subscribers today, so that's pretty freaking sweet. We're just continuing to grow onward and upward. We are just 80 subscribers away. And we've gotten this far in a month. We've been streaming solidly for about 3 to 4 weeks now, probably closer to 3. And we've gotten almost 100 subscribers in that alone. So I think easily doable again. I should be able to stream again tomorrow. Yes. I also do have CashApp. Yes, Caden. I do have CashApp. But yeah, I think it's a pretty good thing. How many shinies do I have now? In this game, just 2 for this run. Just 2 shinies so far. So, because Caden was asking, where did it go? There it is. I do have Scarlet and Violet, Caden. I do have those games. But that's Cash App, that's Venmo. I also have the DLC, yeah. So, yeah, we're looking to stream tomorrow, probably the same time, 8 p.m. to about 10 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. So, that should be a pretty solid schedule going forward. And we'll catch you guys the next time.